And your podcast is so stupid. I hate it.
At night,
I hate it.
Sunil Patel,
I hate you.
Huge Davies.
And I hate you.
You are now entering Slam Country.
Welcome. Slime Country, the
That's
podcast.
pissed me off. That's fucking pissed me off.
Welcome, Slimers.
Bit of bad news for Ed.
Bad news. Fucking can't. I hate
Can't catch a break, can you?
I hate.
This guy can't catch a break.
I hate. Yeah.
I was just attacked by a squirtle
I
outside.
hate wage labour.
Do you
Hate
know who you should be
freelancing.
annoyed at?
Hate being a sole trader. Everything
Government.
sucks. Everybody's just fucking.
Government got you over a
I
barrel,
hate
man.
being this fucking in this industry, man. This is why I'm in the union. This is why I'm in the union.
What union?
I'm in equity.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Because you can't go a single day without people trying to extract value from my labour.
The government is tax.
It's not. You know it's not.
I
I'm
know.
not going to say it on this podcast, but you know it's not.
Yeah.
Everybody's
say it.
everybody's a
You say
predator. Everybody's a fucking predator.
Everyone's a predator.
Everyone's
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
predator.
Welcome
in
to
this
the
industry
podcast.
except us.
After two runs of two really good episodes, I've got a feeling we're now on a
I
dud
think
one.
No, this is
gonna
going to be a fucking good
great,
one.
man.
This is going to be a good
so
one.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause,
This is why
you know,
we need like a proper. I'm so jealous of. Did you see all those like the fucking Bolivian unionists and communists who stopped the coup?
what were they doing?
It never fucking happened in this country. It's a stupid dog shit country.
Who was trying to do the coup? Were they good lads or not?
Let's not talk about the coup on the main episode.
No?
We'll do the coup in a bonus. We'll do our coverage of the coup in a bonus.
They're going to get us?
Such Bolivian coup. See what comes
Yeah.
up.
They probably have a lot of coups down there, though.
In South America?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk to your boys at the CIA about that?
My boys
You
do
went, to
nothing wrong.
you went to El Salvador, didn't you?
I did, yeah. No coups down there.
Um,
Gang problem sorted, not an issue anymore.
I think
your boy threw bitcoins at them, isn't it, until they stopped?
I think he actually sort of... I think he did worse than that. I think he did fucking worse than that.
Did you meet him?
No, he wouldn't meet us.
Well, that's
He only
funny.
meets non-traditional media. So only if you got a podcast will he
What
meet you.
BBC Sounds is, I'm telling you now, non-traditional media.
He's saying I won't meet anyone. Well, he wouldn't meet anyone from the BBC.
Awesome.
He'd only meet like
That's
YouTubers.
by the way, that's extremely based.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's a good boy.
based.
He's the coolest dictator in the world. Shout out. No,
Do you reckon for a Slime special we could go to Venezuela so I could find my friend Rick?
What's he doing out there?
He moved there about 4 years ago. None of us have heard from him since. We think he might be dead.
I don't want to go.
No, let's go.
Easy to get in, hard to get out.
No, I want to go to Venezuela.
Why would
I
he
want
be
to ask. I want to ask President Maduro to help out my poor country.
Your poor country.
Yeah,
You think
Britain.
he's going to help you
yeah.
with your poor country?
Didn't we used to have an oil deal with them? Ken Livingstone set up an oil deal with Venezuela at one point.
Between London and Venezuela.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah, he did. Who was the old president?
Chavez.
Yeah, that's it with him.
Fucking
Yeah, an agreement.
shout. Listen, can I just say, shout the fuck out, Hugo Chavez, biggest baller.
Yeah.
Yeah, did he?
I think he was.
Did he do all right? Did he? Oh fuck, he died nearly 11 years ago. Wow.
Yeah, R.I.P. We miss him every day.
Wow.
Used to be on my old Twitch. R.I.P. I know we got some patrons and some fans of the podcast that used to watch my Twitch. Extreme shout out to you guys. On my Twitch, I used to have when you're streaming on Twitch, you can have what they call like sound cues and sound buttons and stuff that the audience could press.
Yeah.
I had like you could pay like different amounts. It was like 10p. If you did paid 10p, you could get Bernie Sanders saying
What was he saying?
doing that any female born after 1993 can't cook.
Yeah.
And then if you paid 20p, you could get the Queen reading out the Navy SEAL copy pasta. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch?
Yeah.
And if you paid like £5, you could play over whatever I was saying or doing a really loud speech that Che Guevara gave to the UN in Spanish. And that was how I made most of my money in the pandemic, was people playing that speech while I was trying to talk to them.
Yeah. Being interrupted
Yeah.
with the speech.
Che
Okay,
Guevara.
how much would you have to pay for that?
Guevara.
That would be like, it was expensive. It was like £5 every time.
£5 for 8 minutes.
it's good. It's
Yeah,
good value.
yeah, that's all right.
And when you've got like 100 people watching, they spread the responsibility. I had streams where that was just playing non-stop, beginning to end. That was great fun.
How much is that per hour? 25 quid.
They weren't exactly. It
30
wasn't
quid?
like it wasn't making 25 quid an hour on Twitch. I should
Yeah,
do
weren't-
Twitch again, man. That was fun.
You mean you weren't stopping and then were like immediately Shay comes back in again?
That did happen a couple of times.
Yeah, sure, cool.
Like my computer crashed once because I was trying to play over. My computer's old as fuck, and I was trying to play Overcooked.
And it couldn't.
And then someone played the Che speech. My computer shut down.
too much communism for your computer, for your capitalist.
Yeah.
Your capitalist item.
Yeah. What's his name? The guy that runs Apple.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook.
Tim Cook. Yeah, Tim Cook shut it down remotely.
Shout out Tim Cook, man.
Shout out Tim.
Hugh, are you a communist or not?
I'd say it was. Yeah, I'd say I'd be open to it now.
Why now?
They always say like, you know, we've given it a go, it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
I think we should give it a go and see if it works.
Well,
We
us three.
haven't given it a go.
I can give you some
See what I
reading
mean.
to do.
Yeah, sure, cool.
What do you mean we? You mean us three?
Yeah.
I'm not doing communism with you two.
What
Why
do you
not?
mean? Well, because you're
You'll confiscate all my DVDs and stuff. won't
No,
you?
we won't.
That's
No,
what
we
you do.
share them
No,
with
it's
the
not.
people.
No, that's not. That's
Yeah, but
no.
I don't
You're
wanna-
both wrong.
I think I understand communism.
You're
better
both
than
wrong. Well, there's a
you. We share them with the people.
no. There's a distinction
we
between.
get the DVDs, we get the scissors, we cut them out.
There's
You fucking-
there's obviously a distinction between like belongings and private property.
No, it's
like
all,
DVDs aren't capital.
See, this is-
DVDs are. You don't have capital if you own fucking Crank 2
don't
on
tell
DVD.
don't tell Sunil that DVD's on capital because he's going to lose
The thing
his
is
mind.
that Sunil actually does have capital, considerable capital.
I'll rent.
Yeah, but
Can't you buy? You've been talking about buying. For the last
Maybe,
2 to
yeah.
3
No, I
years.
won't if we're going communist.
if you live in your car, is that capital?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. Well, then I've got capital.
Yeah, I've got yeah.
So what? When communism came in,
Uh-huh.
like all the aristocracy weren't allowed to keep their houses. and
Shout out
stuff.
Lenin.
Right, so there wasn't. Yeah, I know you're joking, but genuinely shout out Lenin.
Yeah.
I
If he's
Genuinely.
listening, we mean it genuinely.
listen.
Yeah.
Well, we don't.
Lenin
Ed
left
does.
communism is an infantile disorder. You're
Lenin was
correct.
fine. It was just it got worse as it went along. You know, it's better. You know, Tsar or Lenin. It's Lenin every time.
What was wrong with the Tsar? What were they up to?
They were living in a big house, weren't they?
Living in a big house while
big house,
serfs
people
have a
starving
bad time.
and
Yeah,
big moustache. They were getting the finest of the crops. They were getting the best potatoes.
But people knew what was up.
The easiest way to think about it, so imagine they're all pigs, right?
Uh-huh.
And then
Imagine we're all pigs being written by
Yeah.
the stupidest man in England.
yeah, and then the horse comes in. They start making out with the horse.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Making out with the horse.
Yeah.
Imagine, and we say things. We say,
And that's communism.
we
That's
say
communism.
pithy quotes that the thickest people will use to badly illustrate their points of view until the end of time. And then just before we
Right.
die, the person that wrote us
Fucking
snitches on
hell.
all the real communists to
Yeah.
MI6.
Shout out Orwell, man.
Is there anyone that's reading Animal Farm and like not aware that it's about communism, or is it like people get to the end of it and they go, "What a weird story"?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's quite weird, wasn't it? It doesn't really make any sense at the end when the pigs all, you know,
What happens in the end?
the
Pigs all die?
The pigs, the pigs.
I've
like
got the graphic novel.
What do you mean?
I've got
Stop
the
interrupting me.
I've got the graphic novel.
You've got the graphic novel of Animal Farm.
Yeah.
So
Can't imagine a pig.
what's interesting? It's like
You can imagine a pig and a horse.
I don't know what's happening in that book, man. Need to see it.
yeah. Well, at the end, the pigs. They don't know. They couldn't tell the humans from the pigs because the pigs are. So
I've got it in a
humans.
sapphic
Right.
novel. All the girl pigs have fucking
nice.
hot sex in it.
Yeah.
That's nice. We're back on track.
No, so here we go. Slime Country's back.
Best episode ever.
Best episode ever.
Yeah.
Me and my friend Greg, shout out Greg, recorded a YouTube series that we never put out, where we just this is in the height of the
Greg
pandemic.
wouldn't need a shout if the YouTube series came out. Everyone else would just do
Greg was I don't want you guys to get jealous, but I actually used to do a podcast with Greg before I did a podcast with either of you. So,
that. What's Greg's last name?
Greg,
Okay.
and he's not a comic.
Not quite as good a name as Sunil Patel or Hughes David. I'll give him that. But I'm not jealous.
Greg,
I'm just
no,
saying.
Greg's got a good
no,
name.
no,
man.
it's
He's
just-
got a good
no
name.
one's jealous.
No one's
yeah.
jealous.
He's
of
got a
it.
bigger beard than either of you as well.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
no, there's no way.
Actually, this is so crazy. So the two people that were on podcast were Greg and Patrick Brosnahan.
Oh, yeah.
So this is the second podcast in a row that I've had with somebody who's got a big beard and someone from Aberdeen University.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
actually so
Fine.
crazy.
And who's going to replace us two?
I don't know who else went to Aberdeen.
My Oh, James Nesbitt, my friend James Nesbitt.
Your friend James Nesbitt.
Yeah, he's
And
I met him, and he was on the first day of university. James
Rasputin.
Rasputin.
Yeah, you met James Nesbitt. Not James Nesbitt from television.
So that's why he said my name's. I said, you look a bit like James Nesbitt, and he said, I am James Nesbitt. And I said, what? And he goes, no, he's my cousin. And then I said, but you look like James Nesbitt. You're from Derry. He's like, yeah. And I was like, so, what? So, is no one else care? Everyone on the table just wasn't caring. I was like, we've got James Nesbitt here. We've got
that is crazy.
We've got pretty much what's close to genetically as we can.
A facsimile of James Nesbitt.
Yeah, no one even cared.
That's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. He had to move out of Ireland because he couldn't get jobs, because every time he put James Nesbitt on a CV, they would just throw his CV out. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
Because that's why he had to move to Aberdeen. He never went back.
Wow.
But we know James Nesbitt here as well.
Yeah, exactly.
What's he do now?
I think I don't know actually.
All right.
Don't know. I've not seen him in a while.
I've got to shout out one of the listeners actually.
Oh
Yeah.
Who messaged me saying I was right about Winchester being the capital
What?
of England. Yeah.
Really?
At one point.
Yeah. Have you
When
seen
was it?
Kingdom?
All right,
Have you seen
shout
I
out-
was wrong about that. Fuck.
Have you seen The Last
Shout out
Kingdom?
Laz.
I thought it was.
Winchester was Athelstan's capital in the early 900s when arguably England was first united as a nation.
Fuck off. No, I'm not having
Happy
that.
Sliming.
We're not having that. We're not having.
Laz, I'm on your side.
No, heptarchy does not count. Laz, thank you for listening, but
Hope
you're
you're hearing
not.
that.
You're not coming on my podcast to talk to me about medieval kingdoms.
Hugh, what's
all
a
right?
heptarchy?
Give me your phone.
He's very
No, give me
keen
your
on
phone.
that, yeah.
I can't reach it.
So give
I
me your
can't
phone.
reach my
I'm
phone.
getting my phone.
Yeah. He's not having my phone.
I like the way Ed's had to take his phone off charge to do this. He'd rather.
It's been charging for hours.
My phone charging isn't as important as it. It says that modern historians
Shout out modern historians.
regard Athelstan
Yeah.
as the first king of England.
Thank you.
I am not having that Winchester was the capital of England. I don't care what modern historians say.
Look, Laz, you need to DM Ed. I'm on your side.
No, you need to come on the fucking podcast.
You
You're
need to
not
come on
going
this
to at me on
podcast.
DMs. You need to come on the podcast.
And explain
Talk to me in the
yourself.
streets. Meet me outside.
Catch me outside.
Catch me outside.
Nice
Catch me
ref.
outside.
Catch me outside.
And she, she's
exactly.
one of the most like
She is one of the richest people in the world. Or
on
something like that.
OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Shall we? Should we?
Should we do it?
Should we? No, subscribe.
Oh, to her to
Just see what
to
it's
cash
all
me
about. Just see
outside.
what she's doing.
Do you have an
Um,
OnlyFans?
No. Who's the,
That was so
no,
fast.
I was trying to think of who was the woman in lockdown who pretended she was black? Rachel.
Dolezal.
Yes, she's got an OnlyFans.
Who?
That was before
Rachel
lockdown.
who?
Oh, was it before? Dolezal.
What she's saying?
She's white, but she said she identified as black.
Awesome.
Oh, on
so awesome.
And she was part of
on what
certain-
television show wasn't that?
America.
No, she was
the
like
telly.
she was high. She was like.
She was a community organizer.
She
wasn't
worked in the NAACP.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I
thought
swear
she-
you can Google that, but I'm fucking almost
Wow.
certain
I
that
know-
she
yeah, I know
actually
it's some
worked
sort
in
of
the NAACP.
Was she?
Yeah.
How was she sounding? Was she just what?
Like a
saying?
lady, just normal lady.
She just said she
Normal is
identified as.
ill.
Yeah, you know what I meant. Just like an average person on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just.
You know what I'm saying?
Standard American.
What's the time
Yeah,
code?
that's General American. The accent is General American.
I'm keeping that in, so
Yeah.
he'll have to
So
answer
wait.
for that in the DMs.
So she was just very calmly just saying she identifies. But what's the difference then?
Between what?
Well, she
But if you just carry on your life as it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
how are people going to know? Do you know? What do you mean? Like,
well,
how would
because
you
have you
even
seen
know?
have you
Right.
seen her? Have you seen pictures of her?
No, I don't know. So this is a woman that says she identifies as black.
No. She says she is black.
Oh, right.
She said that she was black. She said that she was black. She wasn't like.
But it's like no one ever. But I don't. You see what I'm saying? But like no one's ever been like, well, you're. No one's having a conversation where like you're black or you're white. People just carry on their lives. don't
That's
they?
what she looks like.
Okay. Right, but that yeah. Well, that's a white person.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But how would that ever? I don't understand it. I think that's fine because how would it ever come up?
What do you mean?
So let's say she's in the room.
Right.
How are we going to know unless we ask her?
That's her name now.
Sorry?
That's her name now.
Nkechi Amare Diallo.
Yeah.
Diallo. Okay.
Born Rachel
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying. I think it's. How would
So
you?
you're
how
saying
would
you're
you-
defending Rachel Dolezal on this?
No, I'm just
podcast.
saying. How would you? How would it ever come up?
What do you
Unless-
mean? How would it come up?
Like so, you. Whenever in a room, are you going like? So how do we all? What colour are we?
Oh, right.
No, I mean,
see.
like
I'm not saying what she's done is right. But I'm saying,
do you have any family photos? Yeah, here are my 2 white parents, biological white parents.
Yeah, but it's almost like no one has to say it because it's so obvious. Like I've never asked you whether you're black or not, have I? So why would it come
That's a
up?
good question. Ask me now.
Are you black?
Well,
Yeah, all right.
Oh my god, she became a school teacher
Yeah.
and then was dismissed from the school district after the OnlyFans page.
Oh, so she's an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And what's she doing on there? Is she getting her chebs out, or what is it? Just like, or she's just giving talks on black culture or something?
It's explicit stuff, explicit imagery of herself. Yeah.
What category is the porn in?
Ebony.
Yeah. Unavailable due to legal reasons. 4-5. I've never seen 451 before. That's a new code, isn't
That's
it?
a new code. That's because we're in the
Rachel
EU.
Dolezal in the ebony category on OnlyFans. That's a kind of twisted racial affirmation.
Yeah, that's why everyone's
That's awesome.
a huge online battle. For
That's
which category should you go in?
That's brilliant.
If you were to create a new porn category, what category do you think needs a shout out? Because there's a lots of new different types of variants now. Of everyone can get what they want. What variant do you think should be added to the main list?
Well, this is what's interesting. You can actually just order it for whatever kink you've got.
What do you mean?
You can just like.
And what kinks are they setting up for you? What kinks do you have?
I was reading about one guy who just got some porn stars to stamp on his stamp collection.
What, stamp on the stamps?
Yeah, like literally stamp up and down.
Bully him and ruin it.
You just he wasn't there. He just sent the stamp collection in, and then these 2 porn stars just stamped on it.
So they record themselves stamping on it, or they just send it back in tatters?
No, they send it back in tatters and record the whole thing.
Yeah.
You get because it's like such a fragmented industry now. You're doing it for
that
all.
sounds like the thing I thought I'd prank you. I'd get your stamp collection. I'd send it off to some pornos.
Yeah.
Some
porno.
porno lads, and I'd say, could you stamp on these and send a video back to Sunil?
Yeah, I wouldn't get off on that.
No, but
my copy of the Equalizer 3 smells different.
Yeah. My Blu-ray.
My copy of the Equalizer has been creamed on.
My
Blu-ray
courtesy of the prank patrol.
Zoo Tycoon has got a stamp.
No,
That'd be brilliant for prank patrol.
I don't have Equalizer 3.
We're going to send all your Hornby trains in for an OnlyFans girl to stick them up her pussy and send them back to you. What a great prank.
Well, that's all right.
What's his name? Barney from Prank Patrol? Yeah, that's brilliant. We should get Prank Patrol to do that to you.
I've never heard of Prank Patrol. Who are these cunts?
Barney would prank people for you.
Fuck that.
You'd send it in, you'd say, my headmaster
Is it Barney?
very cruel to me.
Oh, this is
It's
your
kind
children's
of like-
program.
They crush his car
it's
up
kind
with
of
his dog in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Stuff exactly like that. Yeah, you're right. They shoot it in the back of the head.
Yeah.
So this would have been post-gunging your teacher? Or around the same time?
It's part of that revenge genre of
Yeah.
CBBC programs.
Got you.
So it's alongside Get Your Own Back, I'd say, possibly slightly later.
Yeah.
Do you remember King Stupid?
Oh, it does sound familiar, but I'm not sure.
Remember Stupid, that show?
No.
King Stupid.
King Stupid.
I'm a different generation.
Marcus Brigstock was one of them.
What was he doing on it?
He was paid King Stupid for a bit.
What does King Stupid do?
He's just the king of stupid stuff, and he.
Well, wait, sorry. Is this in England, this country?
Yeah.
He's the king
So
of
it's just-
stupid people in this country.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
So everyone in the country is stupid, or he's just part of a sort of group of people who are stupid?
Group, it sounds like. He's
Yeah.
the king of all the stupid people in this country.
Okay, cool.
So he's possibly our king,
Yeah.
but maybe not. You just don't know, I guess.
Is he the most stupid? Is that how you get to be king, or is he like the most intelligent stupid person?
He's like the overseer of every stupid thing that goes on.
Okay.
But he's stupid as well.
Probably a bit stupid, yeah.
You seem a bit tired of this
Did
training.
he- did he-
What did you watch when you were a child?
Blue Well, I actually didn't get home
Muffin
till
and
about
Mule?
5:30.
Why?
Because our school finished at like 4. There'd be whatever stuff on after, and then I'd walk home.
Are you a big Magic Roundabout guy?
No, that was on at 6:30
Bag
a.m.
bus?
for me.
Bagpuss?
Bagpuss, no.
Clangers?
Wombles.
Wombles?
Bagpuss is a great name, isn't it? Bagpuss.
Bagpuss.
That's
Bagpuss?
a crazy name
It's a
for a
brilliant,
cat.
yeah. Bagpuss.
Bagpuss.
Yeah.
Sounds like a. You know, it sounds like a.
Sounds like a
Slur.
misogynistic.
Was
Yeah,
It sounds like a
slur.
misogynistic insult, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What was it? It was,
Bag
it was
tits,
like
the cow.
it was an animated bag of.
No, Bagpuss was
It's a cat, you
Yeah,
stupid
yeah,
cunt.
but
What do
was
you
it
mean an
animated?
animated bag
It's
of what?
I think it's puppet.
It's a puppet, yeah.
It's an animated
Bagpuss.
bag of.
No, I didn't know if it was
cat's
like
guts
what was
and
it?
bones.
Stop motion or what?
That's
Sort
how
of.
the series ended. They opened up Bagpuss to see what was inside.
And
It's the same cunts as
Man's
the
Man's
clangers.
Hand.
Whatever
No, it
the
was
clangers were.
it was guts.
Yeah, stop motion stuff.
It was cat's guts. They opened Bagpuss
The
up.
herbs.
Fuck, it's a
Do
real
you remember
cat.
the herbs?
No.
The herbs? Remember the herbs?
I remember Round the
The
Twist.
herbs.
Parsley the lion. Remember?
Oh, I do know exactly what you're talking about.
Parsley
yeah.
the lion,
Parsley
Dill the
lion.
dog.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing to me.
I think was that the same people as the Magic Roundabout? I don't know.
Marvin the Magic Mushroom. Yeah.
Thunderbirds. Jerry Anderson. Come on.
Thunderbirds were great.
Super Marionation.
Thunderbirds are the 60s, weren't they?
I think you know what that wouldn't fly today.
Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds because it's too much fuel consumption.
Is the voice of the
True.
Mr. On.
Sometimes they'd fly out to save like a man off a building. Do you know what I mean? Like you to do a full rocket launch. What, to get a man off a bit of a high
Yeah,
thing?
it's absurd, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Get the
Captain
fire
Scarlet
in.
as well?
Yeah, same
dun,
lads.
dun,
Same
dun,
lads.
dun, dun.
Same. And
I
the
was-
best one, Stingray.
Oh, yeah. I remember
Aquamarina.
Yeah.
She is gorgeous.
Did we ever see the Mysterions in Captain Scarlet? Because for a lot of them, it was like it's just like three. Is it a light? A lot of it's a big light.
The voice of the Mr.
But we never see him spark out any of those cunts, do we?
No, we don't. The best thing in the world, I remember the Thunderbirds episode where he has to like fight a crocodile, but to emulate a life-size crocodile, they got like little caimans to fight the puppets.
Oh, fuck.
I thought that was
yeah,
genius.
nice.
That's so cool.
Absolutely genius.
That's the best day. That's what they imagined for the show when they first started. It was like one day we could get like a little caiman to
Yeah.
rip one of these fuckers up.
Absolutely fucking genius. Like what?
Wouldn't be able to do that these days, obviously, would
Too
they?
expensive.
Too expensive.
Man, but it's so cool. And now Network's gone. All the place that was publishing all the DVDs gone.
Oh, what? They reissued all the old shows like that?
Well, no. So like the Network was the DVD publisher that does all the niche stuff.
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
also
yeah.
had the rights to all the, I think like most if not all of the Jerry Anderson Super Marionation stuff. So
right.
they were the ones that published Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Stingray, Joe 90. What's the car one?
Don't know.
You know, but they did all of that shit. Anyway, it's
Have you
gone.
got any of them?
I used to have the tapes when I was a kid. I used to have all the
Right.
Thunderbirds. I used to love the Thunderbirds so much.
Thunderbirds is a bit suspicious, isn't it? The island, you know.
Parker,
You couldn't have an
get
island
the
like that today.
rose.
You couldn't have like where's all.
lady.
You couldn't have a.
Like, you can have an evil layer. Well, you can have a layer anyway. You can't have a layer.
They're never in that fucking. I would never get in that pool on Tracy Island. The number of times a rocket comes out of that pool,
Oh, yeah,
you're never
yeah,
getting
yeah.
in it. Like they don't,
Yeah.
and they don't really have any warnings. They just go, right, we're just getting in, are we?
Well, that's
Do you know what I
the
mean?
only people on the island are
Those people, yeah.
hit that him and all of his sons, who are
Yeah.
the ones that drive the machine.
But
So
they
no
don't-
one's gonna.
Yeah,
When
but they
it-
never send out 3 rockets at the same time. They send like 1, 2 at most.
No, but you know,
There-
but you're,
there's some-
you're all on job. Do you know what I mean? One of them's not going to be chilling in the fucking pool while Thunderbird 1 comes out. Is it Thunderbird 1 or
They
3?
got cameras and stuff. They know
Thunderbird
who's
1
in
is the one that
pool.
looks like a rocket.
Yeah.
Thunderbird 2 is
The green one, the best
green
one, the big green
Yeah.
one.
3 is the red one.
3 is the red one that also looks like a rocket.
4 is
4 is the worst one. 4's the one you don't want to be in.
Is that the underground? Is it?
No, 4's the yellow one that's underground.
Oh my god,
That one's genius.
The Beatles.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beatles.
Sorry, an
one.
underground rocket.
No, underground like driller.
Oh,
like a
yeah,
drill
yeah, okay.
thing.
What
thing.
submarine?
No, that's number 4. Submarine is number 4.
Number 5.
Yeah, sorry. Submarine is number 4. Number 5 is the space one that you don't want to be on because you're stranded
my
on your
God,
own in
that guy-
space.
That's
That poor
fucker-
cunt,
that
the least
poor fucker
favorite,
up
the least
there.
favorite son.
Just
who's
waiting
stuck
for,
in space
just
on his
waiting
own.
for puppet porn to be invented.
Yeah,
Just anything.
I think.
Just
Okay,
doing
so
anything up there.
So wait, yeah, there
He's
was.
monitoring nothing as well. He's not even. He just.
I've remembered. There. Number 4 is the submarine.
Yeah.
There is a digger, but like a giant drill. But that's like a secondary utility vehicle that's kept inside Thunderbird 2.
Yes, of
Remember,
course.
they
There's
have like a
there's
couple of
compartment,
different cars that come out and shit.
Did they ever discuss who's funding this whole operation?
The dad, Mr. Tracy, sure.
Yeah,
Which is private money.
he's a New York financier.
He has his
Really?
own
Yeah.
island, and he makes his sons do dangerous vigilante missions in a rocket.
Every now and then he invites Stephen Hawking on the island. He's a great guy. You know.
Yeah,
As long as
he's
it's
a
not-
brilliant
as long as
guy.
It's not the taxpayer. That's right.
Penelope is Lady Penelope is like Ghislaine Maxwell.
She is. Yeah.
Parker's Robert Maxwell. Parker was assassinated by Mossad.
Parker being pushed into a court in a wheelchair.
Parker was pushed off the side of his yacht. Parker was pushed off the side of Thunderbird 4 by Mossad. That's what I heard.
Could you open the boot, please? No, milady.
No, milady.
I can't open the boot, milady.
Can't open the boot, milady.
I don't want
There's
to
a
look
child in
inside
a
it.
Wayfair
I don't want to
cabinet
look
in there,
inside the
milady.
boot, Mr. Lady.
That's for Hillary Clinton, my lady, not for you.
Her car. I've seen a life-size version of her car that someone made, and it's fucking sick.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's so funny how all the other vehicles are like rockets and hers is just like a nice Rolls Royce.
Yeah, she doesn't really. What's she up to? Is she doing like a kind of
It's
like
like a spy or something.
She's doing a lot of photographing documents. She's doing a lot of
Pinhole cameras.
that kind of
Spycraft,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, shooting lads in the back of their head.
Very 60s.
Yeah, she's cutting off heads with a big sword.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Is she?
yeah.
Oh,
I'll
right.
tell you what I watched rewatched the other
Puppets,
day.
you can cut a puppet's head off.
Yeah,
Easy
yeah,
peasy.
put it back on.
You know what I rewatched the other day?
What'd you watch?
I've watched the first half of Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Any good?
Do you know what's absolutely crazy that I'd completely forgotten?
Nazis.
No, Indiana Jones is canonically a paedophile.
Oh, interesting.
Do you
Why is
remember?
No.
So there's a bit where he goes to meet Marion for the first time. He has to go to Marion's bar. And they say some stuff like, they broke up and like he broke her heart and left and stuff. And she's really angry at him and she's like, I was a child, I didn't know any better. And he was like, you knew what you were doing. And it turns out that the relationship they're referencing was like 10 years before that, when she was 15 and he was like 28.
That was a yawn. Sorry, I wasn't.
And a gasp.
So,
I wasn't
sorry, the
aghast,
story
sorry,
about
I just
paedophilia
yawned.
is boring Sunil.
No, no,
He's
it
so
was-
used to these
it's-
sort of things.
No,
that
no,
he's just getting
it's-
into
that's
automatic.
crazy.
Sunil heard 15 and 28. You went, yeah, and
I didn't want you. No, I didn't want to. We can edit that out.
Yeah.
no, that was Dan.
I am aghast though.
You are aghast. You're a
I
god.
didn't realise he was a paedophile.
Is Marius in love at last? I have never heard him ooh and ah.
So we cancelling
Indiana
Indiana
Jones.
Jones,
Yeah, cool.
I have a theory that I wrote while I was
That can't be right, Ed.
what?
He's a
Well,
paedophile.
you signing
Yeah.
up for him, are you?
No, I'm just saying.
She was 15.
It's not on.
She was 15 and 16 when she was in a
It's
relationship.
not right
with
what he
him.
did. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
28.
He was like in his late 20s. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you
okay.
do. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Well, Indiana Jones is so crazy. It's like it's such. It's like the closest thing you'll ever get to like. And this sounds so wanky, but I'm going to say it. It's the closest thing you'll ever get to like an American matter of Britain. Is something like Indiana Jones. I mean, in the last one, in Last Crusade, he literally jousts and is a chivalrous knight-like figure who has to retrieve the Holy Grail and is the only one worthy of doing it.
Yeah, but I don't understand when he goes back to uni and he becomes a lecturer again.
Yeah,
Obviously,
and
he's
they want to fuck him as well.
Yeah, they want to fuck him. But does he come back and being like, so obviously, like we were researching this, and then sort of a ghost comes out and killed all the Nazis. Like, can he like talk about this stuff?
He
Do you know
talks
what-
to Marcus. He talks to Denham Elliott about it.
But it's like, what's the point in being like this that you know you're discovering all these treasures and stuff, and you're a historian now, but then you can't say anything. You can't be like, you can't go to the uni and be like, right. So at one point, I got the cup of Jesus,
I got the cup of Christ.
got the cup
yeah.
of Christ, right, and then a fucking night ghost turned up.
We can
Do you know what I mean?
because Denham Elliott is there when that all happens.
Yeah, but you can't go.
Denham Elliott sees him. Denham Elliott is there when he sees him pour the water of life
Yeah, but he wouldn't be-
onto to Sean Connery.
Yeah, but he's not bringing out books, being like.
No,
you
but
know,
Denham Elliott is his boss at the uni and the museum, so that's...
But is he saying to the kids, right? So
No, the
obviously-
kids don't know what he's doing.
What's the point in any of this then? If
Well,
if
if
you
he's not
want a
teaching.
pursuit of knowledge,
Uh-huh.
and then you can't even
Tell
you
us.
can't,
It's not the
dis- you can't
it's
even
not-
distribute it towards your
It's not the
students.
pursuit of knowledge, it's the pursuit of hoarding artifacts, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shout out.
shout out.
Shout out.
Anyone
British
who
Museum.
holds
We should go to
arms
the
out
British
of it.
Museum
We should.
actually. and
We
check
should,
out-
yeah.
To go, yeah.
There's some lovely stuff in there. Really lovely stuff.
Mm.
Lots of dead things.
Rosetta Stone.
Saxon
Rosetta
coins.
Stone. We've not got the big one. We've not got Tutankhamun, have we? That's the thing
That travels
we've
around the
been
world.
looking
That
after.
travels around the
He's
world.
on tour
Yeah.
with Dippy the
Does it?
dinosaur.
Yeah, he goes around the world.
Yeah.
I think I have seen Tutankhamun.
The
I think
Titanic.
he think he supports Liam Gallagher.
Yeah.
They wheel him out before.
He's topping the pyramid stage tonight.
Hello, I'm going to Glastonbury.
Come on, that was a
Come
good
on now.
job.
That was
Come
really
on.
good, actually.
Thank
and it's
you.
on point.
Thanks.
I'm going to Glastonbury.
Are
And
you?
I actually should be leaving.
3 minutes.
You've got 3
Are
minutes.
you going to
left leave.
Glastonbury today?
Yeah.
He's going now.
I'm going
He's got his
immediately now.
he's got his keyboard.
Say hello to my girlfriend and to Paddy and Adam Flood and Sam Ely and Horatio Gould if you've seen them.
I will do.
They're all there without me. I'm sad.
Sorry about that, man.
Who's on the big stages?
Coldplay.
Are you performing or just chilling?
Performing.
Who are you performing with?
Juka, Sophie Juka, shout out. Joe
Shout
Sutherland,
out.
shout out.
Shout out.
Olga Koch, shout out.
Shout
Olga
out.
Graham, shout out.
Shout out.
Are you performing on? Well, I don't know if done Glastonbury. Is it big stage, little stage?
I don't know. It's called the Greenpeace stage. There's like 50 stages. So
Big crowd.
I don't know. I've not been there yet.
Right.
I don't know it's like a new stage this year. I think I'm kind of not bothered about the gig. I think I just want to go there and just have a nice time.
What day is the gig on?
Tomorrow.
Oh, great. Get out of the way.
chilling. Who are you camping with? Who's your crew that you go with? Are you just
I don't know.
Are you in the performers
I
bit?
think I'm just going to be with Sophie Duke and Joe Sutherland, it seems.
Nice.
But there'll be people
What
there.
time are we at now?
32.
Yeah, me and you can chill for a bit after he leaves and chat.
But yeah, looking forward to I want to see LCD Sound System. I would like to see Block Party.
Sugar Babes are on as
Sugar
well.
Babes are on.
That'll be great.
I think I'm missing them. They're on.
fuck.
They're on now.
Oh, shit.
I'm doing this podcast instead of going to see Sugar Babes. with
Well,
Joe
we're
Sutherland.
sort of the Sugar Babes, the three of us.
Yeah, you swap me and
Well, no,
swap me and St.
I mean,
Hilda's.
whenever
I
this-
keep
whenever
begging
this-
you to replace me.
Whenever this podcast happens, it's a one-way ticket to a madman situation.
That's really good.
That is
nice.
Well done. Wow.
Yeah, I watched the Bourne trilogy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it's still fucking sick.
Please don't go here.
We need to talk about Bourne after we're done.
What's so
Is
Bourne?
that Greengrass, is it?
Greengrass only did the second two, didn't he?
What's Bourne about?
Jason Bourne?
Yeah, I've never seen any of them.
He got amnesia, he wakes up, and it turns out he's a highly trained assassin.
He wakes up, he's a normal lad. He goes, no, you can do kung fu. And he goes, but how? But how?
And then he's
goes,
fucking great at everything.
Yeah.
But then presumably for like Bourne 2 to 9 or whatever,
Yeah.
he doesn't wake up with amnesia. So
He just
But
keeps
he's trying
remembering
to-
things.
Remembering stuff.
He just
Like
keeps
who he
remembering. Goes, oh my
was,
god! He goes, I'm so good at Zoo
what
Tycoon
he
3.
did, yeah.
Right.
He goes, no, but you used to be a streamer.
every
turns
man's
up at
dream.
Epstein Island. I've been here before.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. He goes,
Flashbacks.
well, maybe not Epstein Island.
Yeah.
He'd say, he goes, no, but I feel really drawn to it. Something about this place. I really, I think my heart's racing.
Yeah.
That's
Really
what Bourne's
like it
about.
here.
That's exactly what Bourne's
Isn't that
about.
crank?
And then he hears a computer voice and he goes, what's that? That feels familiar too.
Computer voice.
The computer voice.
No, that's the accountant.
Karen from SpongeBob.
Yeah, good films.
Yeah, good stuff. So, wait, there's a lot of them, isn't there? There's like four.
Four.
There's four.
Yeah, yeah.
Ultimatum.
I've got one more to go.
I read the book of that and never watched the film. Can
Is
you
it
believe
good?
that? I can't remember. Not really. It's too big.
Have you read Jack Reacher?
Nah. But Tom Cruise
Yeah.
is Jack Reacher,
but
the
also
description of
someone
Jack-
else, Jack Reacher.
In the TV
Yeah, so there's a
series,
big- so
yeah,
they've-
yeah. Absolute unit.
in the book he's a unit.
Yeah.
But in the film, it's just
It's Tom Cruise, isn't it?
Tom Cruise. He's like, but the whole point of him is that he's described as like the biggest man in the world. That's the whole thing.
that's
Like his
awesome.
whole thing.
That's
and he
awesome.
like can crush men with his hands and stuff.
It's so weird that is a character.
and then it's just
a massive lad.
Tom
It's
Cruise.
brilliant.
Tom Cruise.
Tom
So
Cruise
funny.
chose to play it. But no,
That's how much
Herzog's
power
in
he
that
is
as
in
well.
Hollywood. It was like, that's like if you're like if you're like someone's like you got Legolas, and then Tom Cruise goes up and I was like, I'd like to be like 5'2" for that. It's like, well, that's not just
It's like
you can't
it's more like
really-
Treebeard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Treebeard. So I think I'd rather be a pig.
Shrub beard.
I'd rather play it as a pig. He goes, well, he's kind of like a tree. He goes, no, I'd like it to be.
I want him to be a pig, actually, for this one.
I'd like him to be.
They
a pig.
still would never let him be James Bond, and he's going to regret that.
What Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
What they he
If he wanted to, they would never let him play that.
I think it'd be certainly interesting. I'd definitely go watch the film if Tom Cruise was James Bond.
With
'Cause-
an English accent.
Yeah, I'd definitely go see that.
That'd be fucking
First
jarring.
night.
First night.
Yeah, for sure. Midnight. on
IMAX.
there.
Yeah, yeah.
Midnight IMAX. I want to
Especially
see
Mission
Tom
Impossible.
Cruise's old head stretched out like that. Yeah. Tom Cruise, but I think who's next Bond?
Still don't know.
Do you think you've got a chance?
Me?
Yeah.
I think I've got a strong chance.
You're sort of at the age where there's a sort of, you're getting to there's a sort of a dignified.
I reckon I've got.
Killing is now dignified for
No,
you.
but they'd have to pick someone younger than me because you'd have to be committed to it for like 10 years, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
What?
but you could do it in 10 years.
You do it 10 years.
How old's Daniel Craig?
Is that what's
Older than you, for sure. About 10 years older than you,
Yeah.
I'd say.
He's
So I
pretty
could, if
craggled.
I start now, I could be Bond then.
You know they're doing
Yeah,
Knives
I
Out
think
3. You
Is
could be
it?
in that.
I could be
Yeah.
in that as Daniel Craig,
That's Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
wearing his little face.
Daniel Craig. was the situation because he wanted to leave James Bond such a long time ago.
Yeah.
But they just kept making him doing it.
Yeah.
They kept being like, "We'll pay you 50
It's like
million."
layer cake.
Yeah.
You can't escape.
Yeah.
You can't.
You
oh
can't
my
take
God,
your bag and
he is.
escape.
Lovely
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah, him and James Bond is like him in layer cake. He wants to just take the bag and escape, but once
Yeah.
you're in that life, you can't leave it.
I do get it though because like.
Yeah, what would you leave it
They
for?
literally had to kill him as James Bond, like in layer cake, so for him to be able to get out of
They
it.
always do these things where they're talking to him about the legacy of James Bond, and then every now and then on telly you'll flick through a James Bond thing on ITV1, and you're like,
It sucks.
"This is fucking
It's so bad.
awful.
It's
So
bad.
This is bad.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is like
Skyfall
a
is
bad movie.
Skyfall is probably the best ever one.
Yeah,
and it's
Casino
fine.
Royale is good.
Casino
That's the
Royale
one where
and
he
Skyfall
goes
are
to
the
his
best.
house and
Yeah,
shoots
in
everyone from the
Scotland,
house.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
good.
you watch the old ones, you're like, there is no legacy.
Yeah, they suck.
like
It's so
this
bad.
This is basically you're watching Sean Connery be smooth, and that's
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
of it. And you're like,
You're watching
but
Sean
that,
Connery
even that's
be-
aged badly. You're
Yeah,
like,
it's
so
aged
what's
so
left?
badly.
So it's not good.
No.
It's not. They aren't good films.
They're not good
and then
films.
he's forced to talk for like 20 years about how good James Bond is, and it's actually not that good. I'd be
It's
so
not.
bored of it.
Casino
too.
Royale and Skyfall, I'd go so far as to say they're the only good ones.
Can you imagine us just being on television, put out in front of the cameras for 20 years, talk about how good this podcast was? Can you imagine
Never
it be going, "Oh yeah, it's an absolute honour to
No,
be a
I-
part of this, this beautiful community
Genuinely, this podcast
is better than James Bond."
is better than James. There probably exists as many hours of this podcast as hours of pre-Craig James Bond.
Yeah,
and I'd
definitely,
say
yeah.
this is probably pound for pound better.
Yeah,
And
men want to be us.
the
What's the other? Women.
Women want to.
women hate
Women
hate
hate-
women hate our
Women
hate our
are scared.
podcast.
Women are scared of
Women
us. Yeah.
I the thing that I tried to write a bit about this, but could never really find a way to make it work. I think James Bond is the biggest victim of like native advertising in films
Recently, or of all time?
of all time.
Oh, what, like Aston Martins and all that kind of
No,
stuff?
no, not even like that. Because I was rewatching one of them a few years ago.
Yeah.
It really made me laugh. It took me out of it. Actually, ruined my immersion.
Yeah.
Because James Bond is like he's like in like a beach villa. He's like in a really beautiful location on a beach.
Yeah.
In like a house on the beach, with like obviously, he's like rippling muscles, sports Aston Martin outside, and he's in bed with a supermodel. But he's drinking a bottle of Heineken from the UK with the label perfectly facing camera,
Yeah, right.
and it's like right. And then Q comes in and he's like, "This is the best. This is the best computer expert in the world. This villain. I'm gonna need to hack the mainframe using my Sony Vaio laptop."
Yeah.
Are you fuck? It took me out.
Yeah.
But James Bond already has a drink. James Bond does not fucking drink Heineken.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He shakes it.
he
He just has to shake it. Too.
shakes it. Yeah. Shakes it up. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy.
Drops an olive into it.
Yeah,
That's the way he likes it. He invented it.
He should be fucking battered off all those martinis.
Yeah.
I've had 3 once, and that was.
Well, the
that
thing
was
about
crazy.
James Bond is that it's like he's a spy, but he's never has a different name. So what's
Yeah.
the point? What's the point?
Does he not?
he's
Does he
like
not
one of
see
these.
So he
he's-
never says I'm like he goes to Russia. He's like I'm Oleg.
Yeah,
he doesn't
yeah,
do.
yeah.
He always says I'm James Bond. But
Does
it's
he
like,
do even different languages?
No,
Does
he
he
did-
speak
no,
English?
no attempt. To
Well, no,
learn
he's not.
language.
He's not really a spy, is he? He's more like a fucking hitman.
Well,
he's
yeah,
more
a
like
black
a-
just a
instrument, isn't
killer.
he?
He's black.
Yeah.
He's black ops, really.
Yeah.
He's spec ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a extrajudicial killer.
Yeah, it's illegal what he's doing.
Do you know what's awesome film?
What?
The 2010-11 Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
You
seen it?
I didn't have the patience for that when I
yeah,
watched it.
same
in
here.
cinema.
I think it's worth another go.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the spy and the Spy Who Came In from the Cold from the 60s is really good as well. I love all that like Cold War spy shit so much. It's unbelievable, and I love when they do it really good, and that's really good.
Are there anything like the Transformer films?
Uh,
Because if it is, I like that.
well, there's two sides
Yeah.
fighting each other
Yeah.
in sort of a Cold War like. So there's like there's the Soviet Union,
Yeah.
which are the Autobots.
You had me at two sides.
And then the USA and like the axis, like the axis, the axis of evil, Britain and America,
Yeah.
and France. Well, no, you've got NATO, which is like the Decepticons, and
Ooh.
then the USSR, which are like the goodies,
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
and they're sort of fighting each other.
That's really interesting. I like that.
But it's really interesting because say what you like about what's his name, Le Carré. Certainly don't think he was the greatest guy by any means, but he's a lot more like
Bumblebee, like in the movie. Like Bumblebee.
No, he's not Bumblebee.
Okay, fine.
He's a lot more cynical than Tom Hardy is a bit like Bumblebee in that movie. Actually, he's like the plucky, younger, smaller sidekick.
More like Starscream.
Who's no? Le Carré is the author of the books.
Okay.
Starscream is probably Starscream.
Alan Le Carré's in the film.
Well, I can't tell you who Starscream is because that'd be a spoiler. Anyway, Le Carré's like
As long as we can all agree Hitler's Megatron.
He's a lot more. No, actually, weirdly, Gary Oldman is Megatron. He's a lot more cynical about the whole business of being part of the snarling iron of the state.
Gary Oldman,
than Fleming is.
Boy, he's also a very cynical character in Slow Horses. He's very good in that.
He's great at being a bit of an old spy master.
Yeah.
Carré though was like,
he was a spy, wasn't he?
Was he?
John Le Carré, wasn't he?
Yeah. John Le Carré, Ian Fleming, and Graham Greene all worked together with British military intelligence. I think
that's like us three.
It's like us three, yeah. During the Second World War.
Yeah.
But then they all came out of it in different ways. Fleming was kind of like, he wrote James Bond, which was sort of bombastic and celebratory.
Yeah.
Le Carré wrote all these cynical kind of black pill doomer books about why they don't know why their jobs with us who don't know why they're doing it, and they're not so different, you and I.
And
but then he was also a bit like he was sort of. I think he fundamentally did believe it and was a bit patriotic. When Green went to visit Philby in Moscow and shit like that, he like slagged off Green and said his fucking. What was it? Did he had a Nobel Prize or something in literature? He
Green
said it should be
by
taken
that point.
Yeah.
He was also not patriotic at all.
Green. No. Green was by far the most based out of the three.
He was fucking great.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Green's awesome. Have you seen Our Man in Havana?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
It's my favourite book, I think.
And then also, obviously, like The Third Man and shit like that.
I haven't seen
Was that Graham Greene? Did he write the screenplay for that?
13.
The Third Man?
I don't know.
Did he? Because he worked with... I'm pretty sure he worked with Carol Reed, not just
on the screen...
I'm pretty sure that Graham Greene wrote either Odd Man Out or The Third Man or both.
Yeah.
Because they did... Can you Google it quickly? Because I think he definitely... He wrote the book, Our Man in Havana, and the screenplay that they made a film out of with Carol Reed. And I'm almost certain that he did Third Man and Odd Man Out as well. Odd Man Out is one of my favourite ever films.
I think Ian Fleming didn't quite come into his own until he did Inspector Gadget.
I'd say Inspector Gadget's probably the best spy, the most cynical one as well about the Cold War.
Because
he's not even a spy. That's how cynical he is. He's an inspector.
Because James Bond has restrictions, but Inspector Gadget's got a helicopter in his hat.
Yeah, he's got a long neck, hasn't he?
Yeah, got a long neck, got a big. What comes out his finger?
It was actually big
spliff. Is
Kobe was riding on Inspector Gadget's back when he died. This is what they don't tell you.
A second plateness at the tower.
He was wearing it. The reason Kobe died because he was wearing Inspector Gadget's hat.
Yeah. Okay, so Kobe Bryant has been, unfortunately, in a terrible accident. And guess who he was driving? Oh no, I can't do it. Not again.
A basketball comes out of his finger, spinning around really, really fast.
Shaq's crying at Inspector Gadget's funeral. Can't handle it.
Yeah, shout Inspector Gadget. He would have been brilliant at basketball.
He's got to come back someday. Someone's got to bring him back.
Inspector Gadget.
So this is a question for you, Inspector Gadget. The reason that played beautifully by Matthew Broderick after a series of horrible murders that he committed, really tough for him.
Yeah.
So that's like a PG movie.
It's the comeback,
the comeback of the century. Yeah. So he's got
a handbrake in his fucking.
So Inspector Gadget, it's a PG
breathalyzer.
It's a PG movie. So basically, it's RoboCop. He gets like a big accident. From memory, can you remember what happens to Matthew Broderick's character that he has to become Inspector Gadget? Because it's like
I don't remember.
Because in RoboCop, obviously, that is like they shoot
conspiracy.
They shout him to hell, and then they're like, "Okay, we'll make you a robot." What is so bad that happens to Matthew Broderick? That
in all sorts of different places on his body.
They were like, "We need to, what happens to him that they."
Look it up, is it?
Look it up.
I kind of wanted to.
Who'd win in a fight between Inspector Gadget and RoboCop?
Oh, I think it's like. I think RoboCop would be the villain. Oh,
I think Gadget would probably.
No, because RoboCop you can program him to do bad things. That's happened before. Like he does bad things sometimes because they program him wrong. They put in the wrong USB. He goes onto maybe someone in the lab has gone on Pornhub or whatever, and then some virus gets into him.
I had no idea how sick RoboCop was going to be when I first watched it.
Oh yeah, so good.
I thought it was like sort of like just off parody because before we were born, I thought it was just like off parody like 80s schlock tat.
It's incredible.
So when I watched it, I was like, "This movie is so good,"
and some of the effects are incredible. Like the big stop motion machine they managed to incorporate into the film. It's
so
great.
good, yeah.
So good.
The giant, yeah.
What happens to Inspector Gadget is he's a security guard at a robot factory. Bad lad breaks in.
Mm-hmm.
He chases after bad lad. It's something like that. He gets blown up, and then the owner of the robot factory uses him as their first subject for getting robot hands and arms and all that shit.
What crazy way to pick a subject.
And he gets a job at the police.
I think he calls himself an inspector. He doesn't get drafted into the force.
So he's like Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
I think he works out of his...
It's an alias. It's an alias.
Yeah, sure.
She builds an array of gadgets into his body and gives him the alias Inspector Gadget. He's helped by the Gadgetmobile, a robotic car. I don't remember that.
Mm-hmm.
He really put the word gadgets onto the map. Before gadgets were arbitrary things, weren't they? But then as soon as Inspector Gadget came up,
he really synthesized the idea of having all gadgets in one body.
Inspired the Gadget Show on Channel 5.
Yeah.
I love the Gadget
You've got
show.
one gadget coming out your body, what you're having. This is, can be anything. Big gun, be bottle opener, can be vape, big never-ending vape.
Never-ending vape juice.
Lighter or, it's got to be lighter or bottle opener. Those are the things that I'm always like, I fucking need one of those.
You carry it on a keyring.
Right, fine. Sword.
All right.
Sword.
Sword.
Arm is sword or leg is sword or all four of them are swords.
I thought you'd both chosen sword there.
No, because they're not. There's only one way to find out who.
What if my left hand could turn into something?
Yeah.
Or have a gadget inside?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me think. You guys go first.
I think big plate for buffalo maybe, like a
You can just carry that.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, fucking jet engine.
Wait, on one side?
Blow your own arm off.
Yeah. No,
you
you
rev it
fly
up.
about with it. You aim it.
So
You can't have it. You can't do that with one.
Yeah, and then I'll fly. What? You can. One jet engine will get me there.
No, but you need two for like balance and stuff.
No, but I figure it out. It take me time.
Maybe a power bank for phone.
Power bank for phones really good. I think maybe.
Well, I thought we were having fun with this.
One of those massive deli machines that like slices ham really thinly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of those would be good.
A blade.
No, but the entire machine.
Whole machine.
KitchenAid. I have a KitchenAid.
Heavy fucking KitchenAid.
Imagine if Inspector Gadget turns up to a crime scene. They're like, "What can you do?" He's like, "Do you need me to slice ham?" Oh, yeah, no. Like, well, I'm not here to do. I'll sit on the sidelines.
Yeah, whereas I would come in with a jet engine.
Yeah.
Like, do you need me to fly about?
Tell you what I'd
set
do.
everything on fire.
I'd have a full kebab spit come out, and the other hand is one of those razor kebab trimmers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I don't know if I feel great about if let's say
Shawarma.
like my wife dies, terrible. She's been murdered.
That is bad. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
They go, listen, we've got this guy coming in. We've got this guy coming in.
Yeah.
He's one of a kind. Comes in, but he comes in. He's got a helicopter on his head. You're like thinking, I don't think this guy's not
serious.
He's not serious about this.
Yeah.
He's got big springs for legs.
Also,
he's not.
I mean?
He's just for me. I wouldn't be pleased. I wouldn't be pleased about Inspector Gadget.
He's also not employed by law enforcement agencies at all.
Absolutely.
He's completely freelance.
So it's like I'm paying you to do this.
Yeah.
Right, I don't think so.
But he doesn't have to follow the book. That's the thing.
That's good.
He can get what
Yeah.
I know you're very anti kind of establishment. And this guy would.
Yeah, I'm anti-cop.
He'd be able to talk to the people on the street.
Do you prefer vigilante or cop? Or criminal?
Definitely.
Criminal.
Yeah, criminal, Ed, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. People don't know this, but you used to be the Artful Dodger, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. That's true.
You were immortal.
I was immortal.
Yeah.
Until.
Well,
let's not talk about the child actor who played the Artful Dodger's fateful drug overdose.
He was killed by Matthew Broderick.
Yeah,
right,
he overdosed on the bumper of a car.
Listen, I have to go.
You have to go to Glastonbury.
We just hit a good time.
Thank you for listening.
We just hit 51.
Oh, nice. Thank you for listening. Go to Patreon and enjoy.
We respect all of you. We really appreciate everyone being on Patreon.
We love you. Thank you.
And
Spotify.
Bye-bye.
And everyone say thank you. Thank you to
Apple
Laz.
Music.
It's good to have healthy debate about the Middle Ages on this
thank you,
podcast.
mate.
And everyone say good luck at Glastonbury, Hugh.
Good luck at Glastonbury,
Thank
Hugh.
you. Bye.